What if the Earth suddenly stopped spinning for just 1 second? That sounds harmless enough. After all, 1 second doesn't seem like much time. You blink, you yawn, you check your phone, and it's already gone. But when it comes to a planet the size of Earth, 1 second is more than enough to ruin your day. Right now, the Earth spins at about 1,670 kilometers per hour at the equator. That's faster than a bullet train, faster than a commercial jet, and much faster than your uncle's old Toyota that he swears can still hit 200. You don't feel that motion because everything around you, the air, the oceans, the buildings, are moving along with the planet. You, your cat, the chair you're sitting in, even that empty coffee cup you should have thrown away yesterday, are all happily spinning together at the same speed. Now imagine that in the middle of all this cozy motion, the Earth suddenly slammed on the brakes. For exactly 1 second, the ground beneath your feet stops rotating completely. The problem is you don't. Thanks to inertia, you and everything else not nailed down would keep moving at the old speed, 1,670 kilometers per hour, straight eastward. That's roughly 465 meters every single second. In other words, you would be launched faster than most rifle bullets. Picture yourself standing outside your house. The planet stops. You don't. One moment you're watering your lawn, the next moment you're breaking the sound barrier across your neighborhood. Houses, cars, trees, dogs, lampposts, and unlucky neighbors all become high-speed projectiles. It's not so much the world standing still as it is the world turning into a blender with you inside it. Of course, at higher latitudes the speed is lower. If you live near the poles, you might only be thrown at a few hundred kilometers per hour instead of thousands. Congratulations, you're slightly less doomed. Still doomed, but maybe with a few extra milliseconds to admire the scenery before everything collapses. But that's just you. The real nightmare comes from the atmosphere. The Earth's rotation drags the air along with it. If the ground suddenly stopped, the air would not. A global windstorm would erupt instantly, with hurricane-force gusts everywhere. Only these gusts would be thousands of kilometers per hour. Entire cities would be shredded. Skyscrapers would topple. Mountains would be scoured. And any birds in flight would have the worst day of their lives. Then there are the oceans. Water is also moving along with the Earth's spin. Suddenly stop the Earth, and the oceans keep going. Imagine every coastline in the world hit by tsunamis taller than skyscrapers, sweeping inland at supersonic speeds. The Atlantic Ocean doesn't just stay where it is. It tries to climb into Europe, Africa, and the Americas all at once. The Pacific decides it's tired of being Pacific and crashes headfirst into Asia. Basically, if you thought your basement flooding after a storm was bad, you're going to love every ocean trying to sit on your house simultaneously. After 1 second, the Earth starts spinning again, right? Let's say it does. Unfortunately, by then the surface is unrecognizable. The global landscape has been flattened by winds, scraped by oceans, and sandblasted by flying debris. Civilization would be erased in the blink of an eye. Your Wi-Fi router? Gone. That pizza you left in the oven? Gone. Humanity's hopes of survival? Also gone. But what if you were smart enough to hide underground, say, in a reinforced bunker? Good idea, but the sudden stop would still jolt the crust. Earthquakes would ripple worldwide as tectonic plates reacted to the sudden pause and restart. Volcanoes would wake up. The planet itself might groan in protest. So yes, you might survive the winds and water, only to be crushed by collapsing rock or drowned in lava. Congratulations, you outlived the first second just in time to lose in the next few minutes. The funny part is that scientists actually think the Earth is slowing down already, just very, very slowly. Tidal forces from the moon are gradually breaking the spin. Each century, the day gets about 2 milliseconds longer. That means in the time it took you to watch this video, the Earth spun a tiny fraction slower. Don't worry, you don't need to strap yourself to a tree just yet. So what did we learn? If the Earth stopped spinning for 1 second, you, me, and everyone else would be thrown sideways at speeds that make race cars look like tricycles. The air would flatten everything, the oceans would invade the continents, and the planet would look like it had been through the world's most violent car crash. The phrase "time stood still" would become less of a romantic metaphor and more of a quick obituary. On the bright side, if you've ever dreamed of flying faster than anything on Earth, technically you'd get your wish. The bad news? You'd also be flying through houses, trees, and skyscrapers at the same time. And that's one experience you won't be leaving a review for.